So Scary Movie is coming back, everybody. And of course, again, like I was trying to say, is that there are all these horror movies that have been coming out recently. Horror is like, of course, massive always. But yeah, Freddy, I was going to say Freddy got fingered. Five Nights at Freddy's. You know, but a big one of the Halloween movies coming back. Of course, Scream is back in a big way. Especially the reboot coming in with the original cast coming back in. Scream 7, 8, 9, 10, will probably go till 12. They keep going and going and going. And so Paramount, again, at their CinemaCon announcement, they said, we are rebooting, bringing back Scary Movie again to spoof all these new horror movies that have been coming back to theaters. Again, it makes sense. I mean, from a standpoint from them. But can these actually work now at this time? Because back in the 90s, I think that some of the stuff they did was, of course, a lot of fart and puke jokes and stuff. And I think people were laughed at stuff that was fun, but what was funny to them then, but will be funny to people now. Can you make that stuff work? And towards the end of them, I mean, they did a bunch of these. They did like 5 of these movies. They started getting dumber and dumber. I think I had dumber and dumber and dumber and dumber. Charlie Sheen was in there eventually, like with an alien's mouth peeing in his.
I think
they were. I think they were. But they have a deal with Miramax right now. It's like their first deal, Paramount and Miramax working together. And of course, Paramount is not in the best spot right now. We've talked about that multiple times. They are up for sale. Will they find a right home? And I think it's going to go to Skydance. I think that's where it's going to go. But I think this is a deal they have now with Miramax. They're trying to push this forward and bring Scary Movie back because, of course, there have been all of these horror movies that have been like a big thing right now. But will this actually work now? Will people actually watch a parody of this? I just don't think so. I think that it worked in its day in the 90s. I think it worked really well. But I think now, I mean, there's content, so maybe they can be funny. There's no original cast attached to this. New cast, new everything. We're going back to basics with this.
Waynes?
The Waynes are not attached to this. No one's attached to this right now. Maybe they will come in. Maybe they will come in. But as for now, Paramount made the whole announcement on CinemaCon, and my initial thought is, I don't think we need this anymore. I love parodying stuff. It's fun, you know. We tried it multiple times, but I think it worked well in the 90s, and I think that, again, the culture has changed. I think a lot of stuff they did before wouldn't fly these days, and I don't think it's going to work nowadays. I just don't think it's going to work. You can't hear us, Sabrina? I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work. Jordan, will this work? Will Scary Movie be a fucking big hit next year? Because they're start shooting this fall again. They want to start shooting this fall out in 2025. Will this be a big hit, or do you think that Scary Movie was good in the 90s, like I'm saying, and this should be just, leave it in the 90s?
Well, the thing is, that started, if you remember, that started a whole subgenre, like a franchise of everybody else making parodies of movies that were direct to DVD. I mean, they had a Fast and Furious parody, they had a freaking superhero parody, and they were all fucking hot garbage.
It's true. It's true. They tried.
And the original Scary
Hot garbage
movie
is your Dilligaff, by the way.
That's my Dilligaff. Okay, hot garbage.
Nice.
Well,
Copycat.
Without the Waynes attached, like you said, it's a time of its 90s. It's like if they tried to reboot or remake Tropic Thunder today.
Yeah.
It
that
can't
will not go well.
It will not happen. And the jokes, I don't think, unless they miraculously retool the whole thing.
What's that?
What's that? Yo, Debo, pick up the phone. What's that?
What's that?
Okay.
The Waynes were geniuses in the 90s, and I just don't think this humor is going to land today. I just don't.
Yeah, I'm very skeptical about it, Jordan. I think that, again, it's the same boat. It's like, can this fly?
I'd love to know how you're doing.
Pick up the phone.
What up? I just don't think nowadays. We had fun back then, but yeah, Jordan, I think it was time for when it worked was then. Now it's just too far gone.
I don't think the humor is going to land. I really don't, unless they drastically overhaul it.
It's generational humor, and it doesn't work in the next generation.
No, it really doesn't. GR, you're saying that, though. GR, do you think there's any audience out there, like a younger generation that they didn't see the old movies, right? They didn't see the old movies, that will find humor nowadays with the stuff that they are making fun of. But we're making fun of the Pooniverse right now. And there's people out there who will love to see this. Maybe they can tap into that universe and make fun of that instead, and that people will enjoy watching this.
in a word, no. I mean, the things that my parents thought funny, I grown at. And that's the same thing here. Kids going, that's supposed to be funny?
Yeah.
Come on, give me a break. And Jordan said it best. It's done. It's dead. And I said it earlier. The horse is dead. Let it die. You know?
Yeah. And I think that the stuff they did in that movie was just, it was super gross. But at that time, people loved super gross.
Stupid.
Yeah, it's stupid. Like this shit, they're puking on each other. But do people really want to see that again? I will still say, great stuff, Strong Hand. I'm gonna say that
it was stupid funny, and stupid funny.
There it is.
Is different in every generation.
Yes.
Yep. It is.
One guy got slimed when he thought he was a Ghostbuster.
I could do it myself.
Mashed potatoes.
Different time. He was like strewing the mashed potatoes with his little strong arm.
That was a good one.
But I don't think people enjoy that these days though. I feel like people might be like, that's insensitive. Someone, that's the thing. It's like, it's a different day. Back then, people used to do shit that was like pretty fucked up, but now,
like I said, it's the same thing as trying to redo Tropic Thunder. It just would not land.
Right.
And that Tom Cruise movie is still in development right now. Him as Les Grossman, that's still in development. That might still happen. So I would kind of watch.
Dude,
that.
I love Les Grossman.
I know you used to dance like all the time, like him, Jordan. I remember that shit. The apple bottom jeans. Boots with the fur.
With the furs. Yeah,
The furs and the
we do not negotiate with terrorists.
I think
Jordan
fur
loved that
is singular, just to be clear.
What do you think, Sabrina? Can this survive in 2024? Can Scary Movie be the new spoof sensation it was in the 90s, or is this one of those things that again will be a wet fart in the night?
That's an odd comparison to make, but okay.
A bit.
I think that as far as the Scream franchise is concerned, I'd be much more interested than watching a spoof than the actual bullshit they're trying to put on. So that being said, I also think that like spoof movies have a specific set of humor. And like if you have different people at the helm of it and they're making fun of the newer movies, like maybe it could be funny. Like I don't not really a fan of recycling the eye penis, as everyone knows. However, I agree. Some of them were really funny. There was a lot of, I still quote that. I think it was the third one with the strong arm. There's certain things that were very, very funny. Anna Faris was hilarious. If you get the right cast behind it, although it is kind of a franchise, quote unquote, it's really, you're making fun of new things and different things. And it's really just more of a genre, in my opinion, as opposed to like a direct reboot. So it just depends on how they do it. Like if you said this to me, and it was out in the movie theaters and I haven't seen a trailer for it, you said, do you want to go see whatever the fuck it's called? I don't even know what it's called.
Scarier movie.
It's called? Not Scary Movie. What's it called?
They're probably called Scarier Movie for the new one, probably, I bet.
No, nobody. Okay, everyone's frozen,
scary.
so I can't hear what I'm saying. Anyway,
we're talking.
If you ask me if I want to go see it, I'd be like, fuck to the no. But I think with the new generation of people and a good team behind it, that it could have potential to be funny like any spoof movie does.
It could be.
I think it's cute that our viewers are, Queen and excuse me, Angel have different opinions on this.
Yeah.
Queen thought it was frightening and Angel loved it. So
yeah, it just depends. That's the different opinions all the time for these things, and they have been. I think it was
comedies aren't successful anymore.
I know they're not, Jordan.
Oh yeah, true.
They're not. I know.
Gonna have to go to direct to freaking Voodoo or streaming.
What's the last?
The problem is they don't write good comedies anymore. That's what we talked about last week.
What's the last comedy that has been
would
successful?
sell if we could get one.
According to Judd Apatow, the last comedy was Barbie. He was trying to say Barbie was a comedy, then it was the first biggest hit for a comedy, and that's going to springboard more comedies to be hits. And I'm like, is Barbie a comedy or a satire off of a freaking doll? You know what I mean? It's it's not a
satire of the doll.
It is kind of both.
I can't even. Angel makes a good point. I can't even remember the last good comedy I really laughed at and enjoyed, besides the
Brothers.
Ted TV show.
Yeah.
Step Brothers.
Any Will Ferrell movie, pretty much.
Yeah,
is
Talladega
on the
Nights.
top of
That's my
list.
go-to. I love Talladega. That's my go-to.
All right, Ron, weigh in on this. What do you think, Ron? Scary movie. Were you a fan of the old ones? Can this 90s sensation rock the new generation? Or is this something that, again, should be left in the past?
Well, I'm going to surprise the fuck out of you.
Give me it, Ron. I'm ready for it.
I definitely think they're trying to hit it hot with Scream coming back.
Yes.
I feel that there are several movies they can go after. Like we've got Five Nights at Freddy's. We've got, obviously
terrible.
the Scream franchise. You can do bits off of Barbie. There's a lot of current movies that you can satire. I'm going to ask an 11-year-old if he would have any interest in seeing that, but I have to report back to you next week. I definitely like the franchise. I haven't seen them all, so but if Tori Spelling is in something, I'm there. I am there.
Courtney Cox and Tori Spelling are the people who you are there for. I am so confused by you, sir.
I was going to say that too.
Tori Spelling.
For different reasons.
Different.
But Beverly Hills 90210 and the Bruce Springsteen video?
And
Like, I
Friends.
don't understand. Okay, well, Friends is so
Friends.
much later than
Friends.
90210, though. But Tori
really good
Spelling
at
is
Friends.
They were
still,
90
she's
to
still on the
2000.
list?
They were 90 to 2000, both the same.
Well, ish.
90210 went.
The end of one. Oh, so Tori Spelling was replaced by Courtney Cox. Now I see it.
Oh no! But actually, the dream of dreams
Brian?
is Jenny Garth.
Who was our chick in the day? Kimberly
Jennifer Love
from Power
Hewitt?
Rangers.
That's Party of Five, Brian. That's Party of Five.
You're not going to lie.
Ironically, let's bring it back. Nev Campbell.
I'm big on Jennifer Love Hewitt myself, too. So
Yes.
Jennifer Love Hewitt was our lady.
Dude, I worked with her on that, what was that show? I can't remember the name of that show. I worked with her on a show and she came up to me and she was like, "Hi, I'm Love." And I was like, "Oh God.
Oh God.
Oh God."
No, that's
I love
what
it.
people
Ron,
call
Ron.
Jennifer Love
her.
huge tits. Jennifer Love.
Oh
huge
yeah. Oh yeah. But she rubbed her tits against me and said, "Hi, I'm Love." And I was like, "Oh buddy. Oh buddy. Woo."
Dude,
Did you jazz in your
I'd have to have a
pants?
book just to
I
strategically.
jizzed in my
Yeah.
pants.
You're welcome,
My
Lonely
God,
Island,
dude, I'm
for the
jealous.
plug.
How have we known each other? You're my brother, and you've never told me this.
She's super
I
That
love
nice,
is my
dude.
lady.
Dude,
Dude, that's my
she's
whole path.
She's super
everyone.
Sabrina?
That's my whole
She's
pass.
super nice. Yeah, I worked with her on
Oh,
Garfield.
super
She
nice.
was super nice.
Cool.
Like I'm
And she would come
Like
and
I'm
hang
saying.
out with us and stuff. And then she actually works on a show with one of our chat friends. And she said her stand-in was pregnant at the same time that my friend was pregnant. Well, his wife was pregnant, not him, obviously. And she sent him this huge baby basket of all this stuff that she also sent to her stand-in. And she's just a really sweet human being, She's
Do you
very
remember
friendly.
Vanity from Vanity 6?
I'm
Can
sorry,
we
what?
drink now?
Do you remember Vanity from Vanity 6?
No.
Okay,
No.
forget it. It was an offshoot girl rock group from Prince, and they were huge. They were huge.
Never heard of 'em.
Now Maya Rudolph has a Lady Prince cover band.
Really?
Yeah, and
Okay.
it's fucking dope, dude.
They weren't a cover band; they were their own band, and they had a couple of hits. But anyways,
it was an
the story
offshoot of
doesn't
Prince.
work if
Okay,
nobody
I'm
knows
sorry.
who she is.
I'm sorry.
No.
No
Who
worries.
wants to go streaking? I love this shit.
Yeah.
Right across the quad.
Snoop the loop.
Bed
Bring your
Bath
little
and
hat.
Beyond. Home Depot if there's time. Anybody?
Dude, I've seen so many memes that says I seen so many memes
What you
that
gonna
say
do?
you are literally Frank the Tank now in this situation where he's like, yeah, we got a big day tomorrow. I mean, I don't know where it's going.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We got a big day today. We're going to go
Like
streaking.
Buck Rogers' comment. You are dating
Buck
yourself
Howell.
there, Buck.
Yeah.
But also a Stone Cold Fox.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, no
Yeah.
doubt about that.
I gotta say, Jennifer Love Hewitt was awesome though back in the day. She was great. She's an amazing human being.
Very nice human being.
Oh, GR was not about it. I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
we're
Can't
not.
Hardly Wait was my go-to. Oh boy, but Scary Movie is coming, everybody. Whether you want to see it or you don't want to see it, when they might bring some celebrities back, like they did. Drew Barrymore was in the first. No, she was in the original Scream.
No, she was in
the OG.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Green.
I don't know.
Faris. It'd be great if
I'm
she
gonna bring
came back.
Torbett to scary movie. Torbett's going whether he wants to or not.
Ron, I'll watch it too. I'll check it out just because. Like, why the hell not?
We'll cruise by and pick you up.
Pick me up. Cruise on by and pick me up, and
and pick you up.
We'll have a good time at the theater.
Oh, take a drink on that one, Brian. That was very bad.
Yeah.
It was good.